Some very sad news. The passing of an American icon, Muhammad Ali, has died at the age of 74. He was born Cassius Clay in Louisville, Kentucky in 1942.
And he walks in with this entourage. And we're looking, and it's like the Red Sea had just parted open. It's Muhammad Ali. And all of us as professional athletes, we're looking at this guy and we're like, that's Muhammad Ali. Look at this guy. He has an
Ali
aura.
moving in on London. A fuselage of punches by Muhammad Ali. London goes down.
When he's in the room, he's almost, it's like, wow. He just has that feeling of you want to be around him.
Falling down from that right hand. He can hang on difficult. He's trying to hang on. He's out on his feet. Ali strikes him. A right hand.
See how well the challenger rolls back from those punches. And they're rolling down.
One thing is to run your mouth and try to promote a fight, but what my father did, you know, for the world, you know, not just boxing, was just on a whole nother level.
His beliefs were first.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, you know, what people thought of him, what he should do.
Former world heavyweight champion Cassius Clay refused to take the oath of induction into the Army. The black Muslim fighter, who's also known as Muhammad Ali, was immediately stripped of his title by the World Boxing Association.
I ask you guys, how many athletes today would give up 3 of the best years of their lives to stand up and have a conviction about something and to say, you know what, this is bigger than all of them.
Foreman was a guy who destroyed Frazier, destroyed Kenny Norton.
The most menacing heavyweight of all time. It would be George Foreman.
The winner is George Foreman.
We lived in a different time. Sure. Obviously, he was somebody that refused to enter the Vietnam War, and you know what the residue of that impact was.
You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality.
He was a conscientious objector. That he took a stand. He used his star power. He risked his star power to take a stand for racism and against the Vietnam War.
I just want to see him that day in the arena because that's one place he won't be able to duck. The vibrations are against him, the planets are against him, and already he done lost the first 5 rounds. I don't prove to the world that I'm still the fastest, the prettiest, the most classist, the most scientific, the greatest fighter of all time.
That one did no damage. That one did. 2 wild right hands taken on the side of the head of Muhammad Ali.
I remember it was you and I and everybody screaming as loud as we could, get off the ropes, get off the ropes.
He continues to try to tie his head up. Back plate separates.
And he rope-a-doped George Foreman when George Foreman wasn't selling grills. Was the beast of all times.
He was selling beatdown.
He was scary.
He had nothing to lose. He fought just like your initial bum, just lay on the rope and take a whipping. That's normally what a bum would do.
It was credible fighters that were just falling like trees, you know, after getting chopped down by George Foreman. Other boxers were scared, handlers were scared, reporters were scared. Howard Cosell, one of my idols, this guy was scared for Muhammad Ali. Everybody was scared but Muhammad Ali himself.
Well, I think round 2 saw the birth of the rope-a-dope.
I'm introducing this to the fight game. It is called the rope-a-dope.
Ali leans on him. Ali sits back in the ropes.
It wasn't like he was going to be a great threat to George Foreman.
Ali doing exactly what he's actually not supposed to do, leaning up against the ropes and taking the punches of the heavy-hitting George Foreman.
I get into the ring with the guy. I bluffed him. I done everything. Beat him up. Basically for about 5 or 6 rounds. I thought it was easy. Then about the 6th round, he whispered in my ear after I hit him in the side, "That all you got, George?" And that was about all I had.
I was afraid he was going to get killed by a George Foreman that many of our young viewers don't know. was the most emotional and exciting night of my sports watching life.
The most joyous scene ever seen in the history of boxing.
And when he knocked out George Foreman, my father, my daddy, cried.